They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go. 1-9.
Kaiser to throw it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
Kaiser now. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin. Quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, Kaiser. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Look free. 94 in the left. Ohio.
Back near his goal line, Kaiser. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round. Flex round.
Out of his end zone, Kaiser. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. 190. 190.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.